Hi.
Those of you who are here now, we are going to do a meditation. We're going to do a guided meditation. We're going to discover through the process of improv comedy, which Kate and I trained. I'm also a coach and an astrologer. She's also a meditation teacher. Fabulous. But we're also comedians. So we're blending it. But, we found that there's a link between comedy and spirituality, which
Yeah.
is that improv allows you to just turn your brain off and let spirit do the work.
Yeah.
So all we need to start, similar to an improv show, is just a word from our audience, and we will discover through the guided improvisation process a
hmm
storyline wants to come out.
Yeah.
Need a word to get started. Is there anybody that wants to just throw out a word?
Semra said flow.
Ooh, beauty and flow. Let's do beauty.
Beauty and flow.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring us into the improvisation with a little bell, and then when I ring this again, you will know that the improvisation has ended. Okay.
Fabulous.
Okay. So go ahead and sit comfortably wherever you are. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your hands in your lap. Feel your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to guide you through a meditation based on the word that Semra so kindly gave us, flow. And you can just come along for the journey. You can keep your eyes closed if that's comfortable. You can go about what you're doing if that's also comfortable. Just enjoy. Flow,
Flow.
flow,
Flow.
flow,
Flow.
flow. I'm in the middle of a river that's flowing past my ankles.
I'm getting a little chilly, but I'm not quite ready to get out.
No, it's so enjoyable just feeling the chilly water rushing past, starting to feel my feet get a little tingly.
There are minnows nipping at my feet, but I've needed a pedicure anyway, so I am at peace.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a free one of those pedicures you would get in Thailand, and I've never been there, so I also feel like it's a free trip to Thailand.
I take the time to enjoy the fact that I am able to travel to so many places in my mind where I can get pedicures in every different city, state, country, continent.
And it's a kind of travel I've never thought about before. I've thought about traveling to see the sights and the culinary arts and to speak different languages, but traveling for pedicures, this is a new type of travel for me.
In the world of COVID-19, the feet are one of the least vulnerable parts of our body. And for that reason, I thank my feet and I bless all the astral manicurists who are taking the time in the 5D.
All the astral manicurists blessing the feet, taking care of the feet, almost the only extremity that's still safe to leave open to the elements anymore.
I wave hello with my feet to all the manicurists all over the world.
I wave them like they're in a flow, back and forth, up and down, round in circles.
I realize it may look like I'm doing yoga, but perhaps I'm just a turtle on my back.
Maybe I'm just a turtle that's turned over, waving my legs in the air. Maybe I'm happy. Maybe I'm in distress.
the beauty is, in this time of plight, it's all the same. Pleasure is pain, but a pedicure lasts forever.
Pleasure is pain, but a pedicure lasts forever.
Pleasure is pain,
But a pedicure
lasts forever.
forever.
I mean, I don't even know. To think that we just traveled the globe in like
We,
5 minutes is why this work is so powerful.
I mean, I didn't leave physically my seat here in Washington, D.C., but mentally I was in a manicure shop in Thailand getting my feet tended to by
How
minnows. Minnows.
I know to even no to actually anthropomorphize, is that what it's called when you have animals doing people jobs? No, to actually have the minnows doing the work that actually is toxic to people anyway,
Oh,
is so healing.
it's so healing. Probably not for the minnows. It seems, although I guess they're just eating the skin off your feet. They're not doing it with toxic chemicals.
Right. And I mean, I right, physically left my body into pure fun is exactly right. That's exactly what
Wow.
and we thank you. And it's true. It's the kind of thing that, you really want to remember that the truth is minnows are dime a dozen. So either way, they're going to be fine.
Right.
And in general, they're bottom feeders. So I think maybe thinking of it as bottom feet feeders could actually be a cute way for them to brand.
That's right. Right. I mean, when's the last time you heard any branding from minnows whatsoever? So,
No,
like,
never.
literally never. I mean, school, like, I think of minnows, I think of schools of fish, like, that's about it, but do we eat that? You don't ever see on a menu, like, sauteed minnow.
No, and I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many minnows they're passing out as sardines. It'd be interesting to actually get the stats on how many minnows are being pickled and actually just turned over as something else. So I think it's this actually brought to light an important issue, which is like that we don't know anything about minnows, and it really is a microcosm, an analogy for what's going on in our world right now, which is that everybody is actually equal. We are all subject to the same danger, you
Right.
know. So it's like at this moment in time, if we actually can be thinking about the minnows as well as our
Yeah.
brothers and mothers and fathers, etc., we
Right.
have a much more holistic worldview than if
Right.
we were thinking about interacting with humans only for our beauty services.
Right. Right. We need to pivot big time.
Yeah.
Our old ways didn't work. They're not going to work going forward. As Alan said, save the schools, save the schools, save the schools of minnows, save the minnows, let the minnows save us.
And they don't, when I've spoken to minnows, they've honestly, they don't have a lot of purpose. So I
They
think
have a lot to say.
empower,
They don't.
we don't even, if we empower them in this way,
Right.
who knows could there be colleges for minnows?
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
everything's an online college now. So honestly, if they could get Wi-Fi, sure.
Well, that's something we can pick up next week. I would love to do an underwater Wi-Fi meditation, because I know that we're all thinking it. I know we all want to be underwater. I'm doing a lot of bathing and texting, but if I could fucking sit out in the ocean
Oh,
and get some emailing done, I would be
game changer.
game changer. So
Yeah.
that was beautiful. And I think the mantra just wrote itself, which was
Pleasure is pain, but a pedicure lasts forever. And I'll tell you what, I have had pedicures that I did feel like lasted.
Dude, when's the last time I left my house?
Beautiful.
I bought polish that is the same color as my professional pedicure I had done, just so for the live stream, so that I could look like put together. But this pedicure has been on for like maybe 6 months.
Amazing. Like it that, you know, you can't say that for a manicure.
Certainly.
Manicure, like 4 days tops, unless you get gel polish. But like, yeah, pedicure, those go for months. And yeah, and the pleasure is pain part is very applicable to today. Everything we're doing is
Others.
yeah, right? Your mother's pleasure is her pain, and vice versa.
And childbirth seems god awful.
What's god awful?
Childbirth.
Sounds
horrible.
honestly, I cannot think of. I've had cramps, you know, but like childbirth, no, thank you.
But then the pleasure of someone that has all of your issues and looks exactly like you.
Oh God. And just like a little baby, there's nothing better other than maybe a puppy or a kitten.
Which has its own pains, you know, which has its own, I mean, you know, John the cat knocked over the flowers last night. And let me tell you, there was a lot of pain.
I saw your picture.
Do you see him? He was jumping all over the kitchen. He was jumping all over the kitchen.
Yeah, he was on something.
He was having a wild time flying through the air and just like knocking a lot of like, you know, spices and food over and stuff. But, you know, that's the whole thing. There's pleasure in the pain. Even sometimes with the pedicure, when I go and I'm with people in real life and they go so hard on my couch.
Oh, God.
Do I like it? Do I hate it? Both.
Right? Yeah, foot stuff is like always on the razor's edge, you know? It's like
literally.
Yeah. It's like it feels good and then it feels really horrible and then it goes back to feeling good.
I think that's really right there. Not to mention, and I hate to make this astrological, but
you should.
I just can't help myself. You know, what can I say? I fucking love the cosmos.
I do too. I love it. Love it.
No, it's so fabulous. And today, Saturn, which is the planet of like karma, of building, of restriction, of rules, started moving retrograde again. So it's moving back into Capricorn. It's been in Aquarius. We've gotten a taste of this Saturn in Aquarius. It's going to go permanently direct in Aquarius. Not permanently, but for a long time.
Yeah.
September. So now what we're dealing with is this revisiting of the Saturn in Capricorn to kind of from now until I think it's November, go either now or September maybe. Now to September it goes retrograde. And so from this from now until like from all summer basically we're going to be dealing with those Capricorn issues, and Capricorn is all about like the fine line between pleasure and pain. That's why I see Capricorn in your chart, I say go play with BDSM. Go get a harness and some leather and whip someone. Have a little fun. Or in fact, get whipped. Whip yourself if you're alone. You know, the kinkiest Capricorns really know what I'm talking about. And if you're not that kinky, there's a lot of pain and pleasure in the resistance of the actual pleasure and pain that you want. So I think for this summer, I mean, I think it's a mantra for this week. We have 3 planets going retrograde. There's going to be a lot of pain. There's going to be a lot of pleasure. But bottom line is, if you get your toenails painted, you might feel a little better through it all.
I love it. Let's all give ourselves a mental pedicure this week. Okay?
In the country, stand in the water, and let those minnows eat your feet.
Let those minnows eat your feet. Metaphorically, maybe even really, if you are near like a stream with fish in it. I don't know.
Wait,
who do you?
You just saying that? I might go to the stream right now.
Do that.
I'm going to the stream. I'm getting
to the stream. Go to the stream. Get off this live. And go to the stream.
Stream shit. Oh well, Kate, I cannot thank you enough. That was
great. Thank
you.
you.
Every day, I would do this. I would do this in an hour if you want, but we have things to do. But honestly, you guys, please come back here every Sunday. We're going to say it's 2. It might be 2:30 because Kate and I both run on creative time. But that's so tuned in. And the fun is we happen to both be late around the same time. So you know what? Things work out.
They do. Come back next Sunday. Have a wonderful week. Pleasure is pain, but a pedicure lasts forever.
Namaste.
Namaste.